The bookstore where I found you. On a quiet autumn afternoon in Seattle, golden leaves drifted across the sidewalks as Ryan Mitchell, a 31-year-old novelist, wandered into a small independent bookstore he had never noticed before. A wooden sign above the door read, "Every book finds its reader." Ryan smiled. He had spent years writing love stories for strangers, yet after a painful breakup, he no longer believed in happy endings for himself. As he reached for an old novel on the highest shelf, another hand reached for the very same book. Their fingers touched. "I'm sorry," Ryan said. The young woman laughed softly. "I think the book wanted both of us." Her name was Lily Anderson, a 28-year-old librarian who visited the bookstore every Sunday searching for forgotten classics. Instead of arguing over the book, Ryan smiled. "How about we read it together?" Lily looked surprised. "That's the most unusual invitation I've ever received." She accepted. Every Sunday after that, they met in the little reading corner beside the fireplace. One chapter, one cup of coffee, one conversation that lasted longer than either of them expected. As weeks passed, the book became less important. They talked about childhood dreams, favorite cities, music that reminded them of home, and the quiet fear of trusting someone again. One snowy evening, the bookstore owner smiled as they left. "You two have turned my bookstore into your own love story." Ryan laughed. "I think it happened without asking our permission." Winter slowly became spring. Ryan finished writing his newest novel. Its dedication read, "To the girl who reminded me that the best stories are never planned." Lily cried when she read it. Then came unexpected news. Ryan's publisher offered him a year-long writing residency in London. It was the opportunity of a lifetime, but it also meant leaving Seattle and leaving Lily. The night before his flight, Ryan invited Lily back to the bookstore after closing. Only candles lit the room. Every table held a stack of books tied with white ribbons. At the center of the room lay the very first novel they had reached for together. Ryan opened it. Inside, instead of printed pages, a small velvet ring box rested between the chapters. He looked into Lily's eyes. "We came here searching for one story, but somehow I found my entire future." He slowly knelt on one knee. "Lily Anderson, will you write every chapter of the rest of my life with me?" Tears rolled down her cheeks. She whispered, "I've already been writing it in my heart. Yes." 1 year later, after returning from London, they were married inside the same little bookstore. Every guest received a bookmark that read, "The greatest love stories aren't found on bookshelves, they're written together." Years later, visitors still noticed an old novel displayed beneath a glass case near the entrance. A small note beside it simply said, "Please don't borrow this book, it's still being written." And every Sunday afternoon, Ryan and Lily could still be found in the same reading corner, sharing one book, one cup of coffee, and a love story that never reached its final page.